So yeah, this is going to be part two. It's okay. It's just that it's been such a long time trying to filter through and reminisce on these situations. It's very hard to do. Um, though, as I said, as regards to like talking about witchcraft and things like this, it never usually goes out. People have no clue what you're talking about, no understanding about any of it. It gets talked about, but their objective is to kill you. Either you kill yourself, they'll fucking try and fuck me around, somebody try and run me over. That's their objective, really, because they know you're anointed. They don't want you to get to where you gotta go, right? So they try their best to destroy you. And early on, I was starting to think, well, hold on, why have all these people got normal lives? And they go about, they do, and their lives work for them. Why is mine not working? You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to put two and two together. So these people, oh my god, the thing that, like, they're just out for pure destruction. They're out to destroy you in like any way they can. Pure destruction. That's why we've ruined the country and a lot of people. It's just, we fucked it because of that. And these narcissists, they recognise you by the spirit. They don't like you. They don't like you. Believe me, they know who you are. They don't like you from day one. They pretend to be your mate. Do this for you, do that for you. They fucking don't like you. They never liked you. What they do when they're not getting their own way, they'll kick you to the curb. Narcissists don't give a shit about other narcissists. They'll take them down with them as well. So anyway, it's alright, like, I have to try and recollect these scenarios, well, things that I've seen, because it's such a big wigwam of events, it's almost like hard to reminisce on some of it. So I got to the point where, I had a job, say, like, now, within this job that I had, there was a girl involved. Again, I don't say places, don't say names. Didn't take me. This is when I started to get the really pushed out of into the narcissist events, the fucking of psychological abuse. Started to get very ill. I've got a permanent problem with my nose now. This is from dealing with all of it, because your mind is supposed to be focused on healing, because you're a healer. That's your ideology, to help others, and your spirit is strong, and you're here to help others. So your anointing is for that reason, because you've been selected, you're one of the chosen ones. So the devil knows this early on in your life, so he'll put loads and loads of people in the way of you reaching your purpose, your fulfilled purpose. And as I said, the enemy has never wanted me to step into my purpose, to be able to help others. They only want to make you look bad. Oh, look at him, he's homeless. Oh, look at him, he hasn't got a job. Oh, look at him, he's a thief, he robs things. Oh, look at him, he did this. The enemy, a narcissist, this is the person that they work for. So anyway, this job, so bumped into another person, a girl. Now, the last person at this job died, and I knew this person. So again, it leaves me thinking, well, okay, this person wasn't very old and they died, and I have to stop and think, This is how narcissists do things, right? So you sit there at the job, you say to this person, now after 2 weeks of meeting this girl, figured out she was a narcissist. And a good way to tell is when you look at all of her friends and everybody around her, they're all fucked up. Yeah, they have one friend here who's psychologically fucked, another here that can't speak properly, another here got hit by a bus, another here, you know what I mean? Like, you start to see all this. You start to see her relatives have problems. Now, oh my God, see, this person, say, I was with her father or whatever. Now, had loads of problems, shakes, teeth falling out, getting ill, loads of things like that. He wasn't a narcissist, but he was caught in the web. There's like a web that they form, and they use people all around. I believe this person's older brother was a narcissist. I don't believe he was. Now, after dealing with these people since I was a kid, most of my life, I know and understand the type of people they are. I know them when I meet them. I just know that they're narcs. Like, I know they've the type of person they are. And I can see and hear in the spirit, mate. You know what I mean? I'm a prophetic seer. You know, if you're 20 and you got fucking grey hair, mate, look, bro, you've been knocking about, yeah. So, get a grip. So this person, the narcissists are good at, they're good at convincing you and other people around them that this person's the problem. Fucking hell, man, they're good at convincing everybody around them that this person's the problem, smear campaigning them, making them look bad. They like chaos, they thrive off chaos. They like things to just be going tits up all the time. This is where they dwell, you know, this is like the way that they like to be. So, again, with this job, and I bumped into this girl, she's a narcissist. Now, the psychologist, I believe, had contact with this person because this person the narcissist wanted to use me for something. You know, people that know me and my situation probably will understand what that is. I'm not going to talk about it. The psychologist probably wouldn't know or understand that this is a spiritual problem. I don't think she even knew why her mom was a narcissist or why she was being used, which is fucked. But as I said, this is their big fuck off. This is their big network that they have going. If I make it till about 70 or something, this is their big thing, what they do. So yeah, after dealing with them, they're so good at what they do is they project it. So their father would abuse you psychologically, physically. They would try and make it look, but during that time you have to understand that the narcissist is like using that person. They can pass demons like onto that person. They will thread demons onto that person. Like, it's very complicated but not complicated. So they sort of get people trapped in corners. Like, their friend was a you know, lady boy, what do you call it, the boy, whatever they are, I don't know, LGBT. Now, a lot of these people, I think the LGBT, the trans, I think personally that the problem with our system is that people have money or they have some form of inheritance. They try and the narcissist, I think they psychologically abuse these people, because when you look at it from a standpoint, like, psychologists try and justify, okay, this person thinks that they're a girl, or this person thinks that they're a boy, so they think like the opposite way. Now, the narcissist would, this is how good they are at projecting, is the girl would convince the father that, oh, he thinks like your best friend who's a transvestite, right? Because I've also been abused by narcissists, hence why. I suppose you could say I'm backward, or you would say backwards, or they come up with a lot of the terms autistic, or fucking, you've got a personality disorder. But when it comes to the point where you manipulate, you literally physically manipulating yourself, and you're cutting off parts of your own body, that's a different story. But it's just food for thought that somebody might be psychologically abusing you, and they'll stand in the background, and if you've got some sort of money that can be passed to them, or they pretend to be your friend. Now, these people, these trans people that I've met, right, are very, very nice. They're some of the nicest people that I've ever met, right? Some of these people in the LGBT, some of the nicest people that I've ever met, yeah? The people in this community. But I can tell you now, a large majority of them have been psychologically abused by narcissists, right? That's why they think the way they do. They either had a narcissistic mother, they could have had a narcissistic father, and some of them are amazing people, but you will find that I think some of them, I mean, dare say a lot of them, same as homeless, prostitutes, people, they've been psychologically abused. Yep. And some of these people that I know that have been abused by narcissists, they haven't lived to tell the tale. As I said, my old man was a narc. I used to hear stories of how, his friend went missing. Well, he killed himself, he blew his fucking head off, mate. So, I used to hear stories about how my dad got blamed for psychologically abusing him, which I think he did. Also, my best friend, his dad was a narcissist. He had an uncle. This individual killed himself, committed suicide. And then this geezer, after he committed suicide, infiltrated his whole household and then lived in his fucking house. So you explain to me how you get a bloke, right, he kills himself, and now the narcissist living in his fucking house. Yeah. That bloke didn't just get up one day and decide to kill himself. Yeah, like, that shit don't happen. I've heard the stories, like, many times. So, as I said, when I was doing this job, I got involved with this narcissist. They wanted to put me in a fucking wheelchair so they could capitalise it. That was their main objective. They'd say things like, oh, well, if he's in a wheelchair, you can go and sit with him and fucking wank him off. I don't know how you're going to have sex with him, though. It's going to be a bit hard when he's in a wheelchair. They would say things like, all of this, these sort of psychological abuse is all demonic. It's all energy of demons. Because that's all the narc has inside of them, because they're hollow. There's nothing in there. And if you are involved with this person, and I believe you know who you are, yeah, stop getting involved with this person. They're not doing you any good. As I've said before, I'm still alive. I can tell the tale about this. Many people, before they probably even got to say anything, probably killed themselves. There's multiple people that have gone missing over it. I know some people who are witches, warlocks. Your third eye has opened, yeah, you've gained your consciousness. Some of these people who are warlocks I've had come up to me, they've put their hand on my head like that, as if to like shut off your third eye, to say like, to try and turn it off, because they know you're conscious to these things and what's going on. The Illuminati, these narcs, they don't want you to wake up to what's going on. They fucking stink as well, some of these warlocks, especially when the eclipse happened, because they're rotting from the inside out, because they've got no spirit. But yeah, there's hella, man. There's like, but as I said, yeah, narcissists, they do this shit all the time. Fucking hell, when I was a kid, I had a narcissist, again, say no names, when I was a young kid. I maybe weighed about 8-9 stone. I'm not a big person, but no, when I was a kid I was about 9 stone. This narcissist, who I know as a narcissist, got me in a spot where, let's say for instance, I was used as bait. This person sort of got me in a position where he could have raped me. He was twice my size. Got me in a position where he was fucking weird. He tried to rape me. Didn't like do it, but got to the... I was in a very vulnerable situation, put it that way. Everybody around that vicinity and people they knew, they confronted this person. Also, certain employees saw what was happening, that somebody tried to take... When I was younger, I knew no better. So this person put me in a vulnerable position. Narcissist. Yeah, when I look back on it, like, when I look back on that and it gets to that point, that's how serious some of these narcs are, because once they realise they can get away with things, yeah, when it gets to the point of raping fucking kids and trying to rape kids, and it's justified, you can see why, can't you? But people around this vicinity, employees at this business, knew about it. People confronted him with weapons. Some of the employees actually left the business because they knew what was going on. They didn't agree with it. I think they had like a sort of moral code toward it. And
Just 5 minutes, I need to make this.